Hello viewers and welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2. Last time we covered one of the skirmish missions, and I think today we'll cover another one. Just briefly before we start, I'm under the impression that the game music is a little louder than what was set up last time, although it looks like it's fine. So anyhow, we're going to do the second mission that's available for the Germans just immediately sort of off the bat here, and we're going to play the battle at Kharkov. So again, I think we'll switch on to easy difficulty just to save some time, because these videos do get pretty long at the end, as some of you may know from Zelo Heights. So with that sort of said, let's begin, and let's see really what happens. Well, it doesn't seem like these battles are in any particular order, because Zelo Heights was one of the last battles during the war. Kharkov over here actually happened twice. There were two battles, one when the Germans went in and one when the Germans sort of went out. Yeah, so we got a small amount of troops.
Herr Oberstleutnant, today I have a task of huge importance for you. Your objective is to infiltrate and capture all strategic positions in support of the Kharkov counteroffensive. Be advised that our intelligence spotted enemy convoys on the way to our position. It is your choice whether to engage them, but the Russians are outnumbering us 10 to 1, so don't draw any more attention than necessary.
I'm liking these skirmish missions and the fact that they are different each time. I mean, inside the original game, they were, the missions at least were sort of just one type. They were Omni type, really, where you really had to just sort of break through 3 defensive lines and capture these little flag post locations. But anyhow, it looks like inside this mission here, it's going to be a stealthy type of mission. It looks like we just get a solid amount of MP per every single one of these posts that we capture and take. So very, very interesting mission. Alright, so it looks like we get a squad of, I suppose, yeah, these are Brandenburger infantry, and these guys were highly elitely trained German troops. I can't exactly think of when they were used, although they did capture a few bridges. They were during the start of the war, during Operation Barbarossa. Some of these guys would be disguised as Russians. Some of them, I think, spoke Russian too, and they would capture bridges for the first portion of the German advance into Russia. But afterwards, I'm not really sure what happened to them. So yeah, it looks like we have a small group of troops here. Yeah, we don't get any more MP, which is the resource you spend inside the game, as you may have noticed. So with that sort of said,
have arrived.
This will be a very, very interesting battle, where we sort of press forwards through this this line of defenders, just sort of with our band of troops like this. Alright, so with that sort of said, I'm going to buy this anti-tank soldier here, and he has an AT rifle. These things, they I like to use them as snipers, but really good at picking off armored cars just like that. So we can pop that thing off just like that. The Russians look like they've probably noticed that we've shot out their armored car, and this guy can actually function as a sniper.
Our positions have been compromised. Should we retreat to hide or engage our enemies before they can alert the others?
They also have an AT gun over there too. Yeah, but our AT gun guy over there will just sort of engage targets as he pleases, and the nice thing about him is that he's quite lethal. Pretty sure we also have a medic over here. I'm going to turn off the map for this particular match, just simply because I really don't find it critical. Alright, so managed to sweep off some of the guys over there. Enemies down one car, and let us move forwards. So I'm gonna guess this armored, where this enemy convoy is going to be quite a big deal. Oh, I see that they've actually have the little range meter here, so that's nice. All I want our guys to do is just to finish off this group of enemies right here. And the cool thing about the Men of War system here is that for these stealth missions, you can do a ton of things, or rather with these infantry missions, you can just do a ton of things with the amount of units that you sort of get. I think I'll also buy a sniper right now. It's amazing the amount of stuff that you can just loot off the battlefield. Like for one thing, I think you're able to take off the little MG you see here on the top of this little armored car. And right now, all I want to do is just to check the map here, but it looks like the enemy is drawing up a lot of troops. But I want to take this area right here. I see that there's a Russian anti-tank rifle here, and these are the really good ones. In the Men of War or the Call of Duty World at War game, the modern World War II Call of Duty, they actually included that rifle as a sniper rifle. Just a little tidbit there. Alright, so 5 minutes to do this. Our sniper here, sniping inside the Men of War games, it's kind of weird where our snipers just sort of, they aim, they take a few seconds, then they shoot, and usually they one-hit their targets. But in this situation, oh, yeah, if they move, it doesn't happen, unfortunately. But you'll see here that the little reticle fills up, and they shoot usually, unless they move, of course. And it sort of goes from there. So right here, see quite a bit of troops over there. Those guys just need to get cut down immediately. And all I want to do here is we want one of our guys to rush up, take the one of our guys to rush up here, take the main gun off of this thing, carry as much ammunition as possible, and there we go, secondary MG. Oh. Do we have 2 anti-tank rifles now? I think, no, we still only have 1. Alright, so this is going nicely. And I'm going to get our guys here to push forward and really take this position. And the veteran sniper will stay back and pick people off. So yeah, I really like this game's mechanics over here, where you can just sort of take things off of the little bodies and people just sort of left along the path. I wonder if we have any mines. No mines. That would be really rather useful for blowing up that convoy, which is supposed to pass. Let's actually see what this convoy is made out of. So, armored car, truck. I'm gonna guess it's we're Jeep and armored truck. So I'm going to guess that that's a non-issue. I'll get our guys to set up here. And we will take that second. Oh, get to pick up the anti-tank rifle by itself. We'll get that. Take all of the ammunition from it. And depending on the race or the faction, sorry, the anti-tank rifles are different for the factions. And the nice thing about them is that with the Russian ones and the Japanese ones, they carry 5 rounds in it. So it's definitely really rather useful. You can sort of use it as a really high-powered rifle here. Shift it back and forth. All the people carrying it just look ridiculous. Alright, so this first convoy is going to just get absolutely devastated. I'm wondering, will there be, let's see. I'm wondering if there will be any more convoys. There probably will be, and I'm wondering whether or not we can loot anything from these convoys. Because that would be very interesting. I'm going to shift our guys around here so that the MGs start to fire. And the rest of our guys here, how are they doing on ammunition? This guy's running fairly low. These guys all seem to have Papa Sa MGs, and unfortunately, yeah, some of the best guns inside this game are the German, like, Gewehr series, the G40C series of weapons, and unfortunately, they use up ammunition at a copiously fast amount. So we need to give our guys some more ammunition there. Sniper's doing alright himself here. I think it's time to sort of finish off this area. Let's see. You know what? I think I'll get these guys to switch out or to just pick up a secondary weapon. And we will get these guys some more firepower just like that. Yeah, really neat system inside the Men of War series. So I'm thinking about taking this command, or this VP location. That is, it's gonna take a little bit of work though. It's gonna need some suppression fire, and I'll bring our 2 guys over here. And I'll grab all of the guys with assault rifles pretty much. I'll leave the guy with the big DP machine gun to just sort of put down suppression fire. And our 3-man group here, or however many people we can really get, are going to bounce throughout this location, get to this high wall, and we're going to try to push forward through here. There we go. Take direct control, grab the grenades, and I'm going to try to pop them up, airburst them, or just try to get them so that they land exactly on the guys. There we go, perfect. Alright, so that should be 1 troop, 1 line down. Get our guys to squeeze through here. And how are we doing on this convoy thing? Looks like we're still working on that, but we've captured 1 command post over here, so that should give us a little more more VP to deal with.
We have captured
let's get the guy with the machine gun back up, and let's get our guys to take a few more positions. This veteran sniper seems to be really picky with who or where he can shoot from, so I'll move him over here. There we go, now he's fired. You can actually use the sniper rifle just sort of as a regular rifle, though it doesn't do as much damage as if you just sort of let it phase in, unfortunately. But he seems to be doing fine over there. These guys inside the trenches, we can sort of shift them up. I just don't want any of our guys to just sort of die because I don't look at where they are. But I think we're making good progress. Let's get our guys to advance. Get this guy with the AT rifle to take out the gunner on that jeep, and then the jeep in general. And then what we can do is we can actually capture this thing for ourselves. And the jeeps actually, the jeeps in the American half-tracks, they don't use regular machine gun ammo. They use the heavy machine gun ammo. So now, I do believe these things can actually shoot through some things like buildings. No, maybe not this one, but maybe the American 50 cal can. So again, just one of those like nice little additions that this game has. They're just absolutely wonderful inside with regards to small details like that. There we go. So now things are really advancing.
Strategic position.
Ooh, and they have Molotovs for the Russian infantry too. It's perfect.
You seem to enjoy killing them. Brigade headquarters grants you additional resources.
There we go. And this middle line should fall to us just right now, just like that. I'll get our guys to sort of rush across to this little sandbar embankment. I'm just loving the fact that the Russians just can't do anything to stop this. I mean, our guys are just rolling through their positions. Alright, perfect. So, locations are getting capped. See another objective over here.
We have captured a
strategic
position.
Armored car and AT gun though. So that one will be a little bit more difficult.
We have to carry on with our mission and annihilate their defending forces.
Damn, I really wish that the infantrymen had more ammunition. Seems like the Russians have a sniper out there somewhere. Gotta figure out where that guy is. How's that armored car doing over there? That needs to be taken out immediately. So we'll get our guy to set up. There we go. That's dead. Our group over here is advancing nicely, which is all good. Ooh, that might be a problem. That is a BA-11. Those are nasty little armored cars, so I think I'll get one of the guys with a AT launcher to move over here. See if this guy can puff his Panzerfaust at it. Ooh, missed it just barely. Do we have another one of those? Yikes, that's gonna be bad. These guys need to make a run for it. They need to make for a run to one of the trench lines. It's okay though, I think we have some medical equipment, so we should be able to get these guys back up and into the fight. Because I do remember us losing one guy, and we were able to revive him, so let's just briefly check our guys here. We should have one medic. You always should have one medic when the game begins, so I would imagine that we do have one. Maybe not. Maybe we can pick these guys up if we just sort of get next to them, and in the meantime I suppose I'll check whether or not we do have a medic or not. Oh no, we can buy one, so I guess we will. We'll send a group over there. Over here, yeah, pretty much everything is taken care of over here. I think I'll get the merry 3 people we have over here to move forwards and just take this location.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Got all of that heavy machine gun, just cuts down the infantry. Oh. There we go. So either this will be either a... oh no, one of our Brandenburger people died. That sucks. So either this will be a really... oh no, both of them died now. That's great. Either this will be a really short mission, or where there's a secondary part towards this one where we get a full force and we can go on an actual offensive. Now I see that AT gun, and I want to capture it because that'll actually be incredibly useful when that convoy arrives. So I'm gonna see if I can pop up here. Thank you, incredibly bad AI. You can also move when you shoot the guns, just sort of an FYI.
We have
I was
captured a strategic position.
You couldn't, but you can do it. It's just that none of your shots will hit. So there we go. Grab that position. Still haven't found out where that sniper is, so I think I'll just get everybody to go prone. And yes, we can actually repair that convoy. So we'll get that thing back up. And I hope control groups work inside this game. So now, if I press 1, yeah, now I can select the medic just sort of at will. Let's get some more Brandenburger in here. Wonderful little game. Alright, so this thing should be, this AT gun should be back in action, and we're gonna wheel this thing all the way back onto the main road, because we want to control that. And from this BA, I can pick up another, oh, this guy already has
Reinforcements have
the heavy
arrived.
machine gun, so, grab one of these guys with the Papa Saws, and I'll move him so that he can grab one of those nice heavy machine guns. Probably shouldn't work on this, shouldn't work on that car in the middle of the fighting. Oh, yikes, this is actually going to be quite a bit of a problem. That's, yeah, those T-70s, I don't believe that we were able to go through them with a anti-tank rifle. So we're going to need something a little bit more heavier. Now, I had originally wanted to use this AT gun to take out tanks on this road here, but I think we're going to have to re-divert that to this line over here. Really liking this trench lineup. Have like Spider-Man over here just crawling horizontally. I wonder if this will work, if I can get him to toss the grenade almost vertically. The trench here should protect him from the grenade, and it should also evidently eviscerate the person right there. So that's good. Let's see if we're in range to pick off this T-30 or 70. There we go. Perfect. That was a... you know, I was expecting that to turn out horribly wrong, but I'm glad I'm wrong in that regard.
We've lost a strategic position to the enemy.
Let's see. They're making a counterattack over there. These Brandenburger infantry, they're actually fairly cheap for what I was sort of expecting. In that regards, I think I'll just buy some more squads so that we have an ample amount here. Yeah, so they'll deal it out over there. I'm still worried about the middle section of the map right here, where everything's sort of just
Reinforcements have
willy-nilly.
arrived.
Let's see. Alright, so we'll get this squad to be diverted up here, and we'll buy another one, and we'll just stash them as reserves. Like, yeah, on this line, this is just